Hello and welcome to Introduction to Wooden Modular Data Center from the Open Sustainable Group or Wooden Data Center. We're not 100% fixed on a company name yet, just too busy designing and building data centers. Let me get you an overview of what we're trying to do, what we're building. Basically, I have a background in running data centers, and always the approach was trying to run them as renewable and sustainable as possible, with lots of renewable wind energy and efficient PoE. But that came to a limit rather quickly, and as per last summer, I was introduced also to the Scope 3 aspects of things, and got in contact with Lars Schedin from Echo Data Centers, who was largely inspiring and helpful in putting this together and designing this. So what you're looking at is a data center, a modular data center with a wooden infrastructure for OCP equipment. OCP stands for Open Compute Foundation, which is about 10 years old, started by Facebook, and all the hyperscaler are using this type of server equipment nowadays. And I came to them because they have sufficiently improved energy efficiency, and the hardware is relatively interesting because you don't really have to cool it, at least not for the locations I have designed this special data center for. If you look into this, there are 10 racks, OCP racks in here. Those are dummies. I will have to upgrade them to a bit nicer racks in the future, with an average energy density of 15 kilowatt. So we're looking of 150 kilowatt for this whole data center. The wood cube, or woody as we like to call him, has a diameter of 4 by 4 by 4. What you see underneath here is the foundation, which is a new type of metal screw, which you just put down, drill down into the ground, and you put the data center on top of that. This is nice since it removes concrete. And the overall approach, what we're trying to do is minimize or eliminate as much concrete and steel as possible, because the infrastructure is and buildings in general are accounting for 35% of all CO2 emitted. And I will have to make another video on trying to explain more about this, but for now, just let me know, just be aware that engineering wood, as shown here, has about 6 times less of embedded carbon than steel. The whole thing, let me go, okay, how is this cooled? The whole thing is cooled with an air-cooled approach. The air is coming in here on top, is going through a filter box, highlighted here in blue, and is then pushed down with 2 fans, axial or radial. We are still in negotiations with our sub-suppliers and the server manufacturers of IT Renew about this. Is pushed in front of the servers. The air is moving through the server right here to the back. The backspace here is relatively small because OCP equipment, you can do almost anything accessing this from the front. Air is moved to the back, is then sucked out with 2 additional fans here and moved out of the data center. In very cold conditions, or to bring, the humidity, to adjust for humidity, we have flaps here that mix in warm air back into the cold air to create the best conditions possible. On the back we have the tech room. The tech room is very small. We have accompanied space for network equipment and the main distribution. That's basically it. The main distribution then is fed via cable on top here, because the energy is fed to the OCP racks from the top. You can access by opening this large door. You can access the main distribution, maintenance all of this, but this is this is a closed compartment, and you can put in all the necessary technology into here. What else I like to mention? So if you might have seen in here, this is a nice cheeky way of things that we're looking at. This is robotic maintenance. So we are also looking into creating an easy to maintain robot arm that is able to do the basic things: resetting, pulling out a server, putting it in, and changing components as easy as possible. So you don't have to really go into that, and can run this as remote as possible. Huge thank you to ITRenew, who were supporting us, in designing the climate system, as well as EBM Papst and the whole of OCP community, especially John Laban and Mark Dancy, for looking at this. If you have questions, just feel free to reach out to me. You'll find me via LinkedIn and soon via our new company website. And there are lots of new OCP and other data center designs coming up, and I'll try to make a short video for them just like this. Thank you.